movie is DIDI, written and directed by Sean Wang. It's a coming-of-age comedy/drama following Chris Wang in the year 2008. He's trying to navigate his way through the trials of being a teenager in his last summer before he enters high school. Chris is a 13-year-old Taiwanese kid living in Fremont, California, and he's part of that first generation of kids that grew up alongside the early days of the internet and social media. I gotta give a shout out to Scoops McCabe for the recommendation on this movie because it was awesome. One of the many things I loved about this movie was how perfectly it captured the nostalgic elements from the time period. Chatting with friends on AOL Instant Messenger, and if you were bored enough, even talking to the various bots that they had on there. That first iteration of YouTube, which is completely unrecognizable from what it looks like today. The OG social media MySpace was heavily featured throughout the movie, including the customizable profile songs and the top 8 friends that created tons of drama at that age. He included the ringback tone, which was basically when you would call somebody, instead of ringing, it would play some random song like Toxic by Britney Spears that person had paid to have play when you called them. This film really resonated with me because I personally related to so many different aspects of Chris's experience as a teenage boy. Growing up in Northern California, having a love-hate relationship with your older sister, being a skater kid trying to find the right crowd of friends, trying so hard to be cool, but usually failing, and liking girls, but also being kind of terrified by them. I love the moments in this movie where Chris is asked about a popular band or movie, and he just kind of pretends to know. Because I remember at that age doing that all the time. I feel like every kid has had one of those moments, and you're just so overpowered by that feeling of wanting to fit in or wanting to seem cool. And it seems like you're just willing to pretty much say whatever you think is the right answer that will make you seem cool or will help you to fit in. And Izaac Wang, who played Chris, did such a good acting job in those moments. He did a great job throughout the movie, but he did particularly well in those scenes without any dialogue. You're just so supremely awkward at that age, and he was able to convey that so well, often without even saying a single word. The wardrobe was perfect for that era too. Chris wore Vans half cabs, which were the shoe at my middle school and high school, and I just appreciated the little details like that. Sean Wang was able to capture that time period in such a genuine and accurate way. It completely brought me back to when I was that age, and it unlocked so many memories of my own. There's one Easter egg I just thought was very funny that I wanted to bring up. There's a very short scene with a talking squirrel, and that squirrel is actually voiced by Spike Jonze. If you didn't know, Spike Jonze is a very talented director who actually partially got his start doing some of the most iconic skateboarding videos that have ever been made, like Yeah Right and Fully Flared. And he's actually even mentioned in the dialogue of the film at one point, so it's just very cool that he came on for such a small, silly cameo. All in all, DIDI is a superb slice of life movie. It's filled with beautiful, heartfelt moments. It's often funny. It's sometimes a little bit sad. But more than anything else, it is exceptionally authentic. I highly recommend it to everyone, but it is an absolute must-watch for anybody that was in 8th grade between 2005 and 2015. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to catch this movie in theaters when it came out in July of this year, so I watched it on Peacock, where it's currently exclusively streaming. If you don't have Peacock, you can also rent it via video on demand from the typical outlets. So if you're looking for a great movie, go watch DIDI. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, add a comment letting me know what movie you think I should review next. That's actually how I heard about this great movie DIDI from user Scoops McCabe, and subscribe to my channel. I'm working to put out a movie review each week, so subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks y'all.